Okay, so today we will talk about 4G, 5G, and O-RAN. Okay, so let me introduce myself before we start. So I'm Rahul Kumar. I'm having 15 plus year of experience in this domain. Okay, so now what about RF Tech Solution? Okay, so here RF Tech Solution, we are a group of working professional. Okay, so we are in this one, personal, corporate, and uh, trainings. Okay, so mostly we are in telecoms like 4G, 5G, and O-RAN. Okay, we have uh, apart from that we have like in IMS, okay, AIML, data science, okay, and Salesforce. So these are some domains where we are providing training. Okay, apart from this training session, we are also providing the services to our customer. We are also providing the customer services to our customer. Okay, like in field testing, in log analysis. Okay, so this is all about our tech solution. Just a second, let me share my screen. Okay, now come to today's agenda. So today's session, we will discuss about like some basic aspect of what is kind of a strategy we are following in our tech solution. Okay, to in our sessions. Okay, what a kind of different thing we are providing. Okay, what services you will get here. So I will start with that. Okay, after that I will spread some light on what all tools we are using in our sessions, and what kind of lab setups we have. Okay, so after that I will thoroughly will discuss about that syllabus part. Okay, what all topics we will cover in session. Then I will spread some light on that what is kind of our day-to-day life activity as a testing engineer. Okay, so we'll discuss about these few points. Okay, so just in case if you have any other concern, any other query, okay, so please uh, stop me at any point of time. Okay, so we are here to address your queries. Okay, so we will be more than happy to answer your queries. Okay, so now let's get started. So these are guys, we are calling that these are pillars, okay, of RF solution. Okay, some modules, some points, okay, in RF solution. With the help of these points, I will try to discuss what all services we are providing here. Okay, and how we will ensure that quality here in our training sessions. Okay, so first thing is basic theory concept. Okay, so theory concept is something before we jump to any practical exposure, before we jump to any other maybe like how exactly those topics or those scenarios we will cover in the real time. Okay, before that our foundation should be strong enough so that we will understand every concept, every topic, every scenario from the scratch. Okay, so the concept is something. Suppose we are understanding 4G, okay, or we are learning 5G. So before jumping to any complexity, any complex things, okay, before first we understand what is the theory aspect of any scenario. Okay, what is the theory aspect of any topic. Okay, so these all things we will try to understand in the theory classes, in the theory sessions. Okay, means for an example LT power on, for an example. Okay, let me write down. So when I'm saying that theory concept, okay, so for an example, if I'm saying LT, okay, so in LT we have a number of scenarios or features. Okay, for an example, first we have to understand that LT attached process. Okay, LT attached process. Okay, then we have then we have carrier aggregation, then we have CSFB, then we have handover. Okay, then we have MIMO concept. Okay, so etc. So these are some of the topics, these are some of the concept which we have to understand first thoroughly. Okay, means what is when we are saying that CSFB. Okay, then why we need CSFB. Okay, why we need CSFB, what is the requirement of CSFB. Okay, and how exactly that call flow will come into the picture. Okay, means what exactly we are sending or we are receiving. Okay, for example, like call flow, what is happening in this respective feature. Okay, what is the call flow? Second thing, information element. Okay, so information element is something what these messages are carrying in it. Okay, may suppose we are sending some request to the network. Okay, then network is replying the response of that particular request. Okay, so this is something we have to understand. This is something we have to know what is significance of those information element. Okay, I will show you, okay, in the tool as well. Okay, so these are all things, these are all scenarios we have. Then third thing is, suppose tomorrow we have to test this feature. Okay, tomorrow we have to test this feature, and what is the test plan? Okay, we will follow. What is the test strategy we will follow? Okay, so these all things we will understand. Okay, then we have that test case execution. Okay, execution. So when we are saying execution, then the different lab setups will come into the picture. Okay, different lab setup means we have that field testing, or which we call FT. Okay, or we have lab setup. Okay, we have field testing, then we have lab setups. Okay, so we have to understand that, like, what exactly scenario we are performing in the, how exactly scenario we are performing in the lab and in the field. Okay, so these all things we have to understand, these all things we have to know. Okay, like how exactly we are taking care of all those things. Okay, so these things first we have to understand thoroughly. Okay, what is happening in that particular technology, what is miss, how many scenarios we have, and what is the basic concept of those scenarios. Okay, I mean the call flow, the eyes, okay, the log analysis, everything, all those things first we have to understand thoroughly. Okay, so all these steps will, guys, will provide you the kind of a path, a strategy. Okay, so maybe tomorrow when you join a company, when you kind of get opportunity to work on some features. Okay, so at least this strategy will help you out to kind of, you can kind of reduce that particular concept into multiple parts. Okay, and you can ramp up quickly based on the strategy what kind of we are following for each and every feature. Okay, so this is something we will do this exercise. We will understand these all points with respect to every feature. Okay, throughout our journey. Okay, it can be like 4G, 5G, or N. Okay, whatever technology we are trying to understand, every feature we will understand in the same manner. Okay, clear? Anyone, any query so far? Okay, now next one. In the next, we have a real-time tool experience. Okay, next point we have a real-time tool experience. Okay, so what we have in the real-time tool experience. Okay, so real-time tool experience is something that is fine. We understood all these concepts thoroughly. Okay, we understood all this concept thoroughly. Okay, whatever, like these here we have. Okay, but end of the day we have to use the tool. Okay, end of the day we have to work with the tool. Okay, we have to analysis with the tool. Okay, so whatever we are covering here, whatever we have covered, we need tool knowledge for the log analysis. Okay, we need tool knowledge for the log analysis. Okay, because end of the day log analysis is the key. Okay, which we need to maybe like to find out a bug, to understand the call flow in the log. Okay, so for all these purposes, end of the day what we need was knowledge of tool. Okay, so for this one what we will do, suppose today we are discussing CA. Okay, so at the same time what we will do, we will try to understand, we will try to see what is happening in that tool. Okay, which is your analysis. Okay, first we will try to understand that topic thoroughly. Okay, then we will use the tool. Okay, then we will understand that complete concept whichever we have covered thoroughly in the tool. Okay, in that tool. Okay, this is what we will understand, this is what we will follow first. Okay, so it is not like that after completion of 4 months or after completion of 3 months we will take 1 or 2 class or maybe 3 class. Okay, it is not like that. Day to day basis, day to day basis, whatever we are covering, whatever we are covering, any topic, maybe like 4G 5G or N, okay, any topic, all those topic, if it is eligible for log analysis, okay, we will try to understand in the log only. Okay, we will try to see in the log only. Okay, so throughout our journey of approx 4 months, okay, all continuously whatever like tools we have, I will show you like how many tools we have. Okay, so all those tools we will try to discuss maybe like that is possible, like LT attach I'm using some other tool, for CA I'm using some other tool. In that way you will get opportunity, you will get exposure to all of these tool, and practically how to analyze the log. Okay, so suppose in the kind of 32 classes, okay, 4 month means around 32 classes. So around in this 4 month, around in this kind of 32 classes, okay, you will get to know, you will get understanding, deep understanding almost every classes about these tools. Okay, so end of the day, end of the course, you will get a good exposure from theory as well as practical. Okay, because end of the day we need when we appear in an interview, when we join a company. Okay, maybe like after preparation phase, once you join any company, then we have to perform, we have to use these tools only. Okay, so that's why these tools are very very important for us. Okay, these tools are something which we cannot ignore, which we cannot avoid to lose. Okay, so this is something guys which we will try to cover, which we will try to explain you, which we will try to give you that exposure, complete exposure. Okay, in this two thing. Okay, theory part and tool experience. Okay, so every topic day to day basis we will try to explain you with the tool only. Okay, so guys, anyone any doubt so far, anyone anything in that theory and practical part? Okay, now.
Yeah, actually, what happened? You are telling that you are giving the exposure of tool, but
Mhm.
is it you are just giving us the log only and show that this message is flow there, just like in YouTube we get this kind
No,
of log.
no,
So
no,
what
no.
is the extra thing you have to add here?
Okay, wait, I will answer your query. Okay, apart from that guys, anyone anything? Okay, yeah. So the point is, first thing, whatever tool we are using, first thing, whatever tool we are using, maybe it can be QXDM, ELT, okay? You will not get these videos on the YouTube, okay? These are the
Yeah,
proprietary tool. Whoever has license, those only can access this tool. First thing,
yeah, yeah,
okay?
yes,
Second
yeah,
thing, all these are proprietary tool. First thing. Second thing is,
yeah.
which kind of I'm about to discuss, which is my hands-on tool experience. Okay, so
Okay.
first module, like here in this one. Okay, just a second. Yeah, here I will show you how to maybe like open the log, how to apply the filter. Okay, how to analyze the log, what all masters you have to see. Okay, based on whatever we have discussed here. Okay, this is something. This is something I will show you. Okay, this is something I will show you here and here in our regular class. Okay, now, but these things are, as you mentioned, these things are maybe like that is fine for your understanding. I can show you as much as I can. Okay, but end of the day, once you start giving interviews, okay, their first question is your day-to-day life. Okay, their first question is your day-to-day life, means they are just trying to evaluate how much
Yes.
exposure you have with these tools, right? This is your concern, right? What I can feel from your question. Okay. Now,
Yes.
to
Yes. Yes. Yes.
address this concern, okay, or maybe like the same feedback we are getting from our candidates as well, right? Whatever, like whoever done training from us, okay. So earlier we were getting the same type of feedback. Yeah, right. Means that showing the tool is not enough. Okay. So to address this issue, what we have done, that is exclusively we have added the third module, okay, which is hands-on tool experience. Okay, what does that mean? Hands-on tool experience means whatever tool we are using. Okay, so I will
Mhm.
show you the
Yeah.
tool. Okay, so randomly I'm writing suppose four tool. Okay, so those four
Okay.
tool 10 to 12 hour, okay, throughout your
Mhm.
training. Okay, here and there is possible. I will discuss the reasoning why 10 to 12 hour. Okay, so 10 to
Yes.
12 hour you will get chance to individual means one to one to spend some
Mm.
time with that tool. Okay, now this will give you
Okay.
exposure. This will give you the real
Yes.
practical exposure of those tool whatever we are using in our training. Okay, now like so you can ask, right, like more than that is also possible. Okay, so in we have around 4 to 6 parallel batches. Okay, in every
Mm.
batch we have
Yes.
on an average 20 to 30 students. Okay, so all of these are taking these tools. Okay, so for us
Mhm.
this one you can take any point of time, right? You just have to raise the request. Okay, so increasing r, then we have to compromise with some of the student. Okay, so we don't want that. Okay, we just want to the fair experience for all of these students. Okay, so this is kind of on
Okay.
an average 150 to 200 student parallelly we have across the batches. Okay, all of these students accessing this tool. Okay, so end of the day, like we also have limited tool, right? Means that 3 4 tools whatever we have set of setups we have. Okay, so what we do 10 to 12 hour we are limiting, but just in case after this 10 and 12 hour still you feel you need some any assistance, then also we can explore. Okay, this is not hard limit, right? But yeah, on an average this is what we are committing. Okay, but it is not like that. If
Okay.
you need some other assistance, definitely we are open here to help you out, just in case if you require. Okay, so this is
Okay.
just guys again for clarity. This is one-to-one access. Means remotely you can access those tool. Those all are licensed tool, guys. Okay, so it's not like that. Like
Yes.
kind of everyone
Yeah.
can install on their setups. Okay, so this is
Yes.
something
I cannot.
remotely.
Yeah. I cannot
Ah,
use
yes.
it my laptop. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, exactly correct. Okay, so this is
Okay.
something
Yeah.
remotely we can access. We can provide you the access, okay, means your that you can control everything, okay, and you can spend some time with the tool. This will give you the real exposure of this tool, of the real world, of the real log analysis. Make sense
Okay.
now?
Okay. Okay. That means I can take my own log from the test bed, and then I can analyze also.
Yes,
Just
yes,
like. Okay.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
okay. Now, so next thing is, yeah, guys. Anyone else, guys? Any query? Any doubt so far? Okay. Now, next thing is training and sorry, that placement part. Okay. So placement part, we have some strategies. Okay. So that like maybe like you are also observing our, you can reach out to our this page. Okay. There you can see the candidates which are kind of placing regularly. Okay. So what strategy we are following? First thing is your profile updation. Either it can be your Naukri profile, your LinkedIn profile, your that CV is okay. Everything we will review and we will take care of it. Okay. We will guide you basically guide you how to update your profile based on your experience. Okay, then next thing we have after this that is fine, like we'll take care of it. Okay, now this one 4 month of course suppose we have. Okay, out of this 4 month every month we will take demo interview. Okay, every month we will take demo interview. Okay, so whatever we have covered in the first month, whatever we have covered in the second month, then third month, then 4 month. Okay, whatever we have covered we will try to evaluate your progress. Okay, and again this is kind of complementary. Okay, means apart from the training session we will try to schedule this interview. Okay, so this is something we will encourage you to give such interviews, so that like you will get understanding of how. So sometimes preparation is fine, you feel like you have prepared well, or kind of I have covered this topic, that topic, okay, but when it comes to the interview, okay, then you struggle. Okay, so to give you the idea about the real interviews, okay, so we will schedule the demo interviews. Okay, every month you will get one demo interview, so that is in your journey, okay, in your 4 month. Once we complete the course, then one final interview we will take, okay, that is for your complete course, that is for your complete journey. Okay, after this final course, once we found, yeah, you are on a right track, you are on the right path, okay, then we will share your CV in our reference. Okay, means with RF Tech Solution reference, we are, as I mentioned, right, we are also providing service, okay, some of our customers, okay, in the field testing in India as well as outside of India as well, okay, some of our employees also working on site, okay, yeah. So with our reference, we will try to schedule the interview for you in the industry, okay. So this opportunity, interview we are committing, okay, at least to interview we will try to schedule, but here and there that is also possible, okay, more than that is also possible, but the main point is you have to prepare first, okay, because like understand, like if you are not prepared, still we are sending your profile, then that is kind of wasting the opportunity. Okay, yeah. So this is something we will do, we will provide. Now next thing is, apart from this preparation, we have some set of questions. Okay, we have set of questions. Once we completed everything, okay, once we completed the most of our modules, okay, then what we will do, we will provide those set of questions to you, okay, means 4G and 5G. So what we have in that set of questions, okay, as an interviewer, what type of question we ask, or maybe like our candidate faced in their interviews, okay. So they also used to share, right, these questions with us. So we have drafted those questions, okay, and we made a question bank kind of thing, okay, and we will share those set of questions with you, so that will help you out in your preparation. Okay, yeah. So these type of activities we will do in your placement activities. Okay, now next one is 24 into 7 support. Okay, what does that mean? So mostly, as I mentioned, we are also working professionals. Okay, we are also working professionals, so mostly we have classes on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, mostly we have classes on Saturday and Sunday, and in this Saturday and Sunday, okay, in this Saturday and Sunday after regular class, just in case if you have any doubt, any query, okay, if you have at any point of time, if you have any doubt, any query, then what will do, maybe like in the weekdays, okay. So first thing, you can reach out to us, we have RF Tech Solution app, okay, your learning management system we have. So you can reach out to us via that app, or you can directly reach out to me, okay. Suppose I'm your trainer, okay, so you can directly reach out to me on WhatsApp, okay. So first thing is, I will try to help you out, I'm your first POC. Next one, just in case if I'm not available, okay, just in case if I am not available, then I can redirect your query to some other trainer, okay. That is also possible, maybe like due to some professional and personal commitment I'm not available, okay, then I will redirect your query to someone else. Okay. So yeah, these things we will try to resolve your query. We will try to address your query as soon as possible. Okay. So this is what we are available for you any point of time, any day. Okay. Now, once you complete this course, okay, once you complete this course, 4th month of course, okay, and then we will provide the completion certificate, okay, completion certificate, which you can refer your for maybe like your in your career, in your company, in your internal, whatever users you want, okay, you can refer that, use that certificate, okay. So this is kind of your training completion certificate, which we will provide you after completion of training. Okay, you guys, clear? Anyone any doubts so far? Okay, now, so next we have next we have that tools. Okay, what all tools we have, okay, to show you or to kind of use in the training. Okay, first one, Qualcomm based tool. Okay, so we have QXTM and QCAT. Okay, so this QXTM and QCAT, those are again like Qualcomm based tool. Those are proprietary tool which we are using for our training. Okay, so this one for from Qualcomm. The next ELT, which is from MediaTek. Okay, ELT from MediaTek. From Ubisoft we have Logel. Okay, then we have Wireshark. Okay, so these five tools we will use for training. I will show you. I will show you. Okay, so these five tools we will use for the training. Okay, so miss, whatever we are covering with the help of this tool only. Okay, we'll try to cover with the help of this tool only. Maybe like some session on some tool, some session on some tool. Okay, but yeah, end of the day we will try to cover these tools, all of these tools. Yeah. So first tool is, let me show you. This is ELT. Okay, ELT. So this ELT is MediaTek based tool. Okay, here you can see these are kind of different logs we have. Okay, different logs we have. So now, for an example, if you want to see any particular message, okay, we want to see any particular message. Okay, that we just can select. We just can select, and whatever message information element we have, okay, whatever information element we have, we can see in that tool. Okay, so first thoroughly we have to understand that significance of these messages. Okay, significance of this message, significance of these eyes. Okay, now same time we will see all of these messages, all of this information in the tool. Okay, in the tool, everything we can see, everything we can see in the tool. Okay, like L1, L2, L3, all the traces. Okay, OTA log. Okay, multiple things we have. Okay, everything we have, everything we can see in the tool. Okay, so now theory, if we are sometime it is happening, sometime we are learning theory. Okay, and we are not able to visualize that part. Yeah, right, as tomorrow if we will get opportunity to work on this system, okay, then how exactly these traces, how exactly those logs look like. Okay, so yeah, practical exposure is very important. Okay, practical exposure is very important, because end of the day everything whatever we are doing, that will be practical only. Okay, maybe like let me tell you one thing. Okay, so once you join any maybe like once you are giving a interview. Okay, so let's suppose that is 1 hour of interview. Okay, on an average 1 hour of interview. In that 1 hour of interview, starting 15 20 minutes, they will try to grill you, they will try to evaluate you based on your practical exposure. Okay, based on your practical exposure, they will try to evaluate you. Okay, so to survive, maybe like you have good understanding, you have good theory knowledge. Okay, but yeah, before that theory knowledge, first you have to survive in that first 15 20 minutes. Okay, where most they will try to check you how much practical exposure you have. Okay, because end of the day when you join any company, okay, when you join any project, okay, what is their expectation? They need a candidate who will kind of contribute in their project as soon as possible, right? So this is why this practical exposure is very important. Okay, so this is one tool, ELT. Okay, similar way we have other tool. Deepak, can you please share? Okay, so another tool we have, another tool we have, this is XTM. Okay, this is QXTM. So QXTM is something, okay, which is Qualcomm tool. Okay, Qualcomm tool. Now this Qualcomm tool is Qualcomm tool, two tool we have. Okay, QXTM and QCAT. Okay, so here also you can see above we have all these messages. Okay, above all these messages we have, and lower end you can see information element. Okay, what all information element we have which is containing this message. Okay, now so similarly to the ELT, here also we can see analyze the log. Okay, but the limitation is, okay, if we are using Qualcomm based device, then we have to use QXTM. If we are using MediaTek based device, then we have to use this one, what we call that, ELT. Okay, and now next tool, Deepak. Okay, this is QCAT. Okay, so similarly to this one. Okay, so all these tools we will discuss how to use, what is the kind of filters we have, how to analyze the log, how to filter out the logs. Okay, everything we will see. Okay, so here you can see left side we have the logs. Okay, left side we have the information, and right side we have the parameters or the information element we have in that log. Okay, in that trace. Okay, so all these things we'll understand, we will try to see in depth manner. Yeah, next tool, Deepak. Okay, this is Wireshark. Okay, so in the Wireshark also you can see above we have that logs. Okay, and lower end you can see that information element we have. Okay, so here also, like, this is open source, but still we need dissector. Okay, still we need dissector version, dissector for this analyzing the log. Okay, and that this is kind of like to analyze the PCAP log, PCAP or PCAP NG format. Okay, PCAP NG next generation. Okay, so those formats we have. So here we can have maybe like thousands or lakhs of traces. Okay, in that Wireshark we can have a lot of messages, lot of traces. Okay, but to analyze quickly, okay, we have some, again we have some way, we have some strategies. Okay, so all those things we will try to understand how as soon as possible we can analyze the log in the Wireshark. Okay, yeah, Deepak, that logic, if you have, or maybe like if you don't have, that is one. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen there. Thank you, Deepak. Yeah, okay. So these all tools we will use. Okay, these all things we will use for our training. Okay, for our training purpose. Now, so this is like kind of our lab setup. Okay, this is in our lab only. Okay, not here, which we can share easily. Okay, so based on the availability, we will try to give you the understanding, the feeling. Okay, yeah, how what kind of labs we have. This is Oren lab basically. Okay, what type of setups we have, what kind of lab equipment we have. Okay, when we are trying to test it. Okay, these are very advanced labs. Okay, these are Oren labs basically. Okay, so these all things we will try to share with you. Okay, these all things we will try to discuss with you. Okay, it is not like that these things we can use directly for training purposes. These are kind of in millions. Okay, the cost of these labs are in millions. Okay, but still these advanced things also we will try to discuss with thoroughly with you. Okay, so at least you will have idea, you will have understanding. Okay, what type of things happening in the market, what are kind of latest equipment we are getting in the market. Okay, for different technology. Okay, so for that sole purpose we will discuss these things with you. Okay, how to make connection. Okay, what different ports we have, what is the impact of this port, that port. Okay, everything we will try to discuss. Okay, we will discuss with you. Okay, then this is again UE. Okay, this is our device and details. This is our device. Okay, so these things also we will share at the part of day-to-day activity. Okay, means what kind of devices we have, different type of devices we have. Okay, how exactly we can test those devices. Such things we will discuss, such things we will see. Okay, and we'll try to discuss. Okay, so that more and more practical approach you will develop, more and more practical exposure you will get. Okay, for that for that this one. Okay, this approach. Okay, next one. Okay, like different ports we have in that this one. in this DUT. Okay, so we will share that what is the connections we have. Okay, how exactly we can test, how exactly we can make the setup ready. Okay, what is the requirement before we make setup ready. Okay, all those things we have in this one. This is a lab setup basically, lab based session basically. Okay, so here also you can see how to make connection. Okay, this is just lab environment. Okay, now maybe like just a second. Okay, this is something like that. Okay, thoroughly maybe like before this demo only we discussed. Okay, so how exactly we will make connection. Okay, because we cannot uh, provide you the lab access, right? This is very kind of sensitive thing. Okay, lab access. So but still thoroughly so that you guys can visualize how to make connection. Okay, what all these ports we have, what all these ports we have. Okay, what type of cables we use. Okay, what is significance of splitter and combiner. Okay, so all these things we will discuss. Okay, we will have separated discussions. Okay, so that at least you have some basic understanding, at least you have some visualization. Okay, something to visualize. Okay, so before even starting the work you have some raw material ready, which that approach ready, which you can apply once you join any company. Okay, yeah. So anyone, any doubts so far? Anyone, anything? Okay, so next we have, these are some list of the company. Okay, these are some list of the company which are working in this domain. Okay, some operators, some product based company. This is due to Oran. We have now, they are providing servers. Okay, Dell and HP. Okay, these are the product based company, the operator. Okay, so these all companies, Accenture, Amdocs, AT&T. Okay, Cognizant, EY, HCL is service based company, Geo is operator. Okay, Keysight is that product based company, they have their own simulators. Okay, so these all companies working in this domain, either they have their own product or they're providing services to the customer, just like us. Okay, that Arotech solution. Okay, yeah. So these many, to just give you an idea. Okay, so these companies. Okay, so we have a lot of work here, we have a lot of R&D labs or teams here. Okay, which are working for that testing. Okay, testing our development. Okay, so next we have, let me discuss the syllabus. Okay, yeah. So syllabus part, guys, whatever we will discuss. Okay, whatever we will see. Okay, always we will try to discuss from the scratch. Okay, so that might be possible you have some basic understanding. Okay, and you don't have any basic understanding. Okay, so for both the scenarios, whatever approach we will follow. Okay, for both the scenarios, whatever strategy we will follow. Okay, we will try to cover from the scratch. Okay, so that at least like if you don't have any understanding, then you will be able to ramp up, you will be able to catch the things. Okay, so here you can see, in case of LT. Okay, in case of LT, they start from something like architecture, what type of testing we have, what type of setups we have. Okay, so that architecture is nothing to do with testing directly. Okay, architecture is, nobody will ask you in the interview. Okay, but still you need that understanding, still you need that knowledge in your kind of uh, with respect to the technology. Okay, so that you will be able to relate everything end to end. Okay, similarly, like these are some basic principles, basic topic. Okay, like what all bands we have, frame structure. Okay, that is very important for the TDD and FDD. Okay, different frame structure we have. Okay, then we have like demodulation scheme, modulation scheme. Okay, modulation, demodulation, then cyclic prefix. Okay, then we will start like LT, initial acquisition. Okay, some identifiers and radio bearers we have. Okay, then we have, this is very important topic. Okay, like initial acquisition, initial power on. Okay, so here you can see like PSS and SSS, okay. Then we have MIB, SIB, okay, like RACH, okay, what all things we have in the RACH, okay, kind of parameters we have in the RACH, okay. So this will, I will try to show you in the log as well, okay, so that at least you will have some basic understanding of these topics, okay. So next one that we have that a NAS initial attach and PDN connectivity request, okay. Then we have next we have like authentication, security, okay. Means what exactly we do that authentication, okay. Here we have the mutual authentication, how my network will authenticate my UE, how my UE will authenticate my network, okay. So all those things we have, all those things we will understand. And then we have like RRC part, okay. RRC is kind of RRC connection setup, how exactly we establish the RRC connection, how exactly we establish the this move from RRC idle state to RRC connected state, okay. Then we have next we have like handover, okay, like how many type of handover we have, S1 or X2, okay. So these all things we will try to discuss, these all things we will see, okay. Then we have other call flow like CSFB, what is VoLTE, okay. Then we have like layer wise we have MAC layer, okay. In the MAC layer we have some important information like PDU or uh, MAC PDU, okay, HARC, SR, BSR, okay, PHR. What is significance of these all topic? What is significance of all these things? Okay, the thing we will discuss. Then we have another layer like PDCP, RLC. RLC we have TM, UM, and A mode. Okay, so that we will discuss. Okay, that we will see. Okay, then we have throughput, carrier aggregation. Okay, that we will try to understand. Then we will move to the 5G. Okay, so similar to the LTE, okay, similar to the LTE, the similar way we will understand the 5G. Okay, from the very scratch, like what is the use case of 5G, okay, what is the architecture we have for NSA and SA deployment option we have different for NSA and SA, okay. So all these things we will try to understand. Then architecture, different bands we have, FR1, FR2, okay. Then we have like here like protocols, we also have one new protocol, okay, SDAP, okay, that is new in the 5G, okay, so that we will discuss. Then we have sync signal block, that is also new in 5G, okay, sync signal block. Then we have similarly like attach process, okay, or maybe like synchronization process for the 5G, okay, like different SS bus, sync signal bus, time and frequency domain allocation, okay, how we will do the cell search for, how we will beam forming and massive MIMO, different RRC states, okay. So in the LT we were having idle and connected mode, okay. In the LT we were having only two state, okay, but in the 5G we have idle, connected, and inactive. That inactive is kind of new state we have in the 5G, okay. So that we will try to understand what is significance of that state, what is significance of that one, okay. Then we have RACH process, okay. Then we have that is also slightly different, okay. Means that not that 4-step, but new implementation we have in the 5G, which is 2-step RACH process, okay. So those procedure also we will understand, those things also we will try to understand, okay. Similar way like dual connectivity. Now after this one we will finally reach to the ORAN, okay. So ORAN is nowadays very new implementation happening in the network side, okay. So we will first understand what is ORAN, why we need ORAN, what is kind of motivation behind ORAN, and use cases and benefits basically, okay. And deployment options we have, or deployment models we have for the ORAN, okay. Now the architecture, okay. Now different splits we have, okay. Network wise what we can do, we can divide the functionality of CU, DU, and RU, okay. These three network element we have. Earlier we were having RU and BBU, okay. Earlier we were having RU and BBU. So as compared to that, what we have now RU, DU, and CU, okay. Instead of RU and BBU we have RU, DU, and CU, okay. So we will see how we are allocating that functionality in between these three node, okay, in between three node, okay. So that we will see, okay. Now the architecture of ORAN, okay. Then we have like 3 planes we have: S plane, P plane, U plane. Okay, so that we will understand what is the functionality. Those are kind of backbone of the your frontal thrusting. Okay, then different models we have: hierarchical, hybrid. Okay, then M plane. Okay, similarly we have CUS and S plane, different topologies we have. Similarly we have M plane. Okay, so earlier software updation, alarm management. Okay, multiple things we have: boot at the boot up time, exchange of the capabilities, and the basic configuration. Okay, so all these things, for all these purpose we have M plane. Okay, so all these things we will try to understand so that we will have the end-to-end working information about the ORAN. Yeah, so syllabus wise this is kind of topics which we will cover, in the syllabus. Any doubt, guys? Anyone so far? Anyone, anything? Okay. Now, next thing we have. Okay, just give me basic idea about what is our day-to-day activity and what is protocol. Anyone, guys? Any idea what is protocol?
Protocol is nothing but a set of rule which
Mm-hmm.
can help to communicate between two devices in a network. Or
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else, guys? Okay. Yeah, correct only. Okay. So protocol is something. Okay. So protocol is something which is from the book language, that is correct only, set of rule. Okay, that is set of rule. So here in this let's suppose we have two we have UE and E node B. Okay, and from UE and E node B, if we want to make a communication between UE and E node B. Okay, now suppose language wise rough example. Okay, let's take an example. This is aware of, means this E node B aware of English, and this UE aware of French. An example. So can we establish communication between these two? No, right? Why? Because that set of rule, okay, the set of rule which we are following in both of these is not similar. Okay, that is not similar. Okay, what does that mean? If still we are sending something from the E node B, okay, but English, you is aware of French, okay, you know French, then it will not be able to understand that French or English, sorry, whatever like E node B is sending. Okay, so if you want to establish connection, what means English and English, okay, then only if the set of rule, the language is same, then only we can establish the communication. Okay, now suppose English here, then what is set of rule? Your grammar. Okay, maybe like tenses, I'm writing vocabulary. Okay, everything. Okay, these are which is defining the structure of your English. Those are set of rule, those are protocol which we are following in the English. Okay, so if I'm saying that they are supporting English, which means they are supporting this set of rule. This line clear, everyone? Okay, now similarly try to relate it with the LT. Okay, in the LT, if I'm saying they both are aware of LT, English, sorry, this eNote B as well as UE, okay, which means they are supporting LT protocols, which is your L3, L2, and L1. Okay, L3, L3, we have RRC and NAS protocol. L2, we have PDCP, RLC, and MAC. Okay, then we have L1, L1 we have 5. These protocol we are supporting. Clear? Okay, so what we are saying, this is like your English, same as your language which you are using, and these are the set of rule which we are following in the English. Make sense, guys? Now you guys are able to visualize that part. What is protocol? Okay, so point is, if you are saying that set of rule, that is correct only. Okay, but when we are learning something, okay, when we are trying to understand something, okay, then we have to visualize what is happening in the real time. Okay, until and unless you will not be able to visualize that complete process, that means still you have some understanding gap. Okay, if you cannot explain that in the simpler format, or maybe you are not able to visualize that part, that process, okay, which means you have some communication, sorry, that understanding gap. Okay, whatever you are learning. Okay, make sense? Anyone, any doubt?
No.
Okay, thank you. Now, next, suppose where we have this slide. Okay, so next is, what is our day-to-day activity? Okay, so let me quickly tell you. So we always have a product-based company. Okay, we always have a product-based company which want to develop a product. Okay, so suppose this is our client. Okay, and suppose Apple. Okay, what Apple wants a UE with maybe LTE or 5G support. Randomly I'm writing. Okay, so don't worry, maybe like all features, all everything. Okay, so now what they will do, they will discuss their requirement, okay, with different company. Okay, maybe like chipset vendors. Okay, Qualcomm, MediaTek. Okay, they'll discuss their requirement, what exactly they want. Okay, what they are looking for. Okay, once they discuss, once they completed their requirement, and sales team and product management team will decide what they can deliver, what they cannot deliver. Okay, let's suppose Apple will go with Qualcomm. Okay, for an example, Apple will go with Qualcomm. Okay, now Qualcomm has a product. Now Qualcomm received the requirement. Okay, and they will try to design some technical document. Okay, documentation means how exactly we will process. Okay, how they will design SOC, how they will develop, how they will test, what is their internal system limitations. Okay, something like that. Okay, hardware and software resources. Okay, then further we have development team and testing. Okay, further what we have, development team and testing team. Okay, now development team is responsible for development of code. Okay, maybe they will use C++, Golang, whatever language they prefer. Okay, now what is our responsibility? Okay, as a testing team, we want to we want to test whatever development team is preparing. What is development team is developing. Okay, so to develop that feature, to develop that code, what we will do, first we will design the test cases. Okay, test and planning and design. We will make our setup ready. Okay, then we will execute the scenarios. Okay, so all these strategies we will discuss in course. Okay, with respect to all scenarios. Okay, because that is our responsibility, right? So these all things we have to understand. Okay, then we have report. Okay, bug report is something in the execution. If we found any issue, Okay, in the execution, if we found an issue, that is bug. Okay, that is bug. Okay, now next we have that bug report. Bug is something, suppose I am testing LT, and in LT I found one issue, one bug. Okay, so I will raise that bug to the development team, like this feature, this particular scenario is not working, can you please check and let us know. Again they will provide some software version, next software version. Again we will execute, we will check the scenario is working fine or not. Again we will raise some issues just in case if we found any. They will provide some software, again we will test. Okay, so our responsibility is found as much as issue we can, which we call bug. Okay, found out as much as issue we can, so that end of the day our system will be more stable and our client will not get an issue in it. Okay, clear guys? Clear everyone?
Yes.
Any query, anyone? Okay, now one more thing. Okay, so in the syllabus I was showing you. Okay, this thing I was showing you, this thing. Okay, PSS, SSS, MIB, and REG. Okay, for an example. Okay, the same sequence we have. So suppose we are learning LTE power on. Okay, LTE power on, power on. Okay, and we are learning PSS and SSS. Then we have suppose MIB. Then we have suppose SIB. Okay, I'm not writing the complete process. Okay, so don't worry. I'm just writing few of the things. Okay, then REG. REG, or we call that PREG. Okay, so if I am showing you what is like theory concept, okay, what is happening in the PS, what is happening in SSS, what is significance, okay, but still, in my opinion, until and unless you will not see these packets, these information in the tool, still something kind of missing you feel. Okay, still you feel how it will look like. You will just kind of applying the logic and logic. Okay, and maybe like suppose suddenly I will ask you, you are aware of this bandwidth. Okay, this is kind of one of the example which will clear you the thing. Okay, bandwidth you guys are aware of, like 20 megahertz, 10 megahertz, 5, right, in megahertz. As you are aware of the bandwidth in the 5G
Hmm.
LTE, right? So anyone where you can see this bandwidth in the log? Anyone? Shyam, Kamal, Prakash, Balaji, Omar, guys, any idea? Okay, no issue. So the point is, what I want to highlight, this bandwidth, we can see in the MIB. Okay, that is fine. So suppose if I am saying bandwidth 20 megahertz, we can see, or whatever bandwidth we have, system bandwidth we have, we can see in the MIB. Okay, in the MIB. Okay, but still main point is, still one point is, this is not exact written like that in the system. Okay, this you will see in terms of RBs. Okay, so practically what you see in the tool and thoroughly what you are understanding discussion, those are sometimes slightly different. The representation is slightly different. Okay, the concept is remain same. Okay, but representation is slightly different. Okay, if you are saying the bandwidth, I can check in the MIB and I'm asking what exact parameter you have seen in the log. Okay, then if you are saying that 20 megahertz, then that is incorrect answer. Okay, why? Because that is the conversion is in terms of RBs. Okay, so suppose thoroughly we have understood all these concept, all these parameter, but now if we are seeing exact same thing, okay, same thing in the log, PSS and SSS, reg info, okay. Now let me find out these few packets for you. Okay, just a second. Okay, this is my PSS info. This is my, let me bookmark. Okay, this thing we will discuss. Okay, how exactly we are doing bookmark and all. Okay, now analysis in this complete log is hard for us. So what I have done, I have had bookmark. Okay, bookmark means in this window I can see only these three messages. Okay, so now what information we have inside that PSS? Here we can see. Here we have peak value. Okay, now what information we have inside that SSS? Here we can see. Here we can see CP. Here we can see what PCI it is. Okay, now reg, everything we can see. Okay, everything we can see in the log. Message one. Okay, what cycle shift we have applied. Okay, what preamble we have selected. Then option 2. Okay, these are the preamble formats. Okay, preamble format and what else we have used. 2, whether that contention pass, whether that is contention based or not. Okay, so yes, that is contention based, that is passed or not. Okay, similarly here we can see. Okay, this one, where is MIB and SIB? Okay, now let me see. Okay, now so in the single window, after suppose I was talking about that also, let me show you. Okay, this is my information element. This is DL bandwidth and 25. Okay, what does that mean? That is not in terms of megahertz. Okay, that is in terms of number of RB. Okay, so that is 5 megahertz. The bandwidth is 5 megahertz, because if you are aware of maximum bandwidth in terms of megahertz, we have 20. Okay, and it is written like that 25. Okay, so don't think that is incorrect. 25, that is in terms of number of RBs. Okay, so sometime what things we are learning or understanding thoroughly, those are slightly different in the practical. Okay, those things are slightly different from the practical. Okay, so suppose if I'm taking interview, and definitely I will try to ask from the practical point of view, because like suppose we have 10 or 20 people which are giving interview for a one position. Okay, so that might be possible, maybe like from YouTube, maybe from internet, anything. You have the theory concept. Okay, but then how I will differentiate among those people? Okay, that might be possible, right? At least 5 or 6 people, they have the good understanding of that theory concepts. Okay, but I need someone who can contribute in my team, in my project as soon as possible. And how they will contribute? At least they have understanding of the system. Okay, the tools, the log analysis. Okay, make sense, guys? Anyone, any query? Yeah, guys, then that is all from our side. Feel free to ask if you have any query, any question.
Now, guys, you feel free to ask any query. Now,
Yeah.
anything you want to ask?
Yes, I have a question
Yeah.
regarding what is the cost of this total training?
Duration is 4 months. Cost is 36,000.
36,000. Okay.
Yes. Initially for 15 candidate, it will be 3,000 discount on fee.
Okay.
The whole amount you can pay in 3 installment. All payment options are available. 10 to 12 hour individual QXDM, QCAT, ELT and Lozal, which are not you will never found in YouTube.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You are working in Infinite Solution.
Yeah. Right now I am in Infinite Solution. Yeah.
Okay.
For
Mostly I
IMS,
know the telecom candidates.
Yeah. What?
Mostly I know the whole telecom engineers. Where are you working?
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yes.
See.
I am Arab, having 20 plus years of experience. I spent many years in telecom as well. In last 9 years, we are into this testing domain. We are delivering our own projects. You will learn more.
Actually, I am little bit confused about actually my overall experience in RAN integration and commissioning integration of equipment like BBU and in Huawei also. So
Okay.
is it helpful for me for in my future purpose or not? I am a little bit confused about that. That's why I'm joining this session. And
If you
it's
want to increase your package while working in telecom,
yeah.
you have to go in R&D domain.
Yeah.
So this is the right way. You can choose R&D.
Okay, okay, okay.
Otherwise, mostly in telecom, experience is 10 year, package almost less than 10 year, 10 LPA.
Okay.
If you want to take it based on your experience twice or thrice, this is the only way, nothing else.
Yeah, actually in integration and commissioning, after 15 LPA, it's stuck, almost stuck.
Yes, in telecom mostly 20 LPA or 25 LPA they are getting manager salary, na?
Yes, yes, yes.
In protocol testing, 5 year experience candidate they are taking the 25 LPA or 30 LPA.
Okay, okay, no issue.
Balaji, Kamal, Prakash. Okay, so guys, you can connect with our team. Yeah, Prakash, tell me.
No, no, I'm good.
Okay. Okay, thanks to all. Thanks, Rahul, Deepak. Thanks to all. Those who are interested, you can connect
Thank
for
you.
learning. Hopefully, this batch will start by next Sunday.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye.